I think that we we scored. We scored 35 points and didn't play very well, and that was the reality of it. We looked at a lot of our goals and situational football. We were terrible on third down. We did a nice job on our run average, and we hit some explosive plays, which got us some points. But I thought that was a positive. But you look at the third down efficiency was really bad. We didn't complete enough balls. We dropped some balls. We had a critical false start. We were sloppy, and yet we scored a lot of points. And I think that's encouraging, but we can play better than that.
How do you feel Cardiac did in his first start?
Not too bad. He had a couple. He got beat kind of an up and under on a pressure early in the game, and I thought after that he kind of settled in and played. I thought for the most part he really played well for a rookie in that atmosphere. Going in there like he did, I thought he was just fine.
What was your impression of Tanner after getting a chance to break down the field? Any changing opinions on that?
I thought he missed some throws. We talked about some of those that he missed. I thought he was a little bit high on some stuff, and I think that just settling in and playing a little bit. He was probably pressing. I think, especially trying to get back in it. I think trying to maybe put a little bit too much on his shoulders, and I think he just pressed a little bit. But I think he made some plays too, and he got us in some good situations. He got hit too many times, which affects everybody, and we've got to clean up that part of it.
So how would you characterize the protection?
Some good, some bad. It was inconsistent. I just think we're getting hit too many times. I think part of the protection is making sure the backs and the tight ends are doing their part in their role. Whether it's a blitzing linebacker or chipping an end on their way out. The quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. It's a whole protection unit, but I think that we're taking too many hits. I think the quarterback's playing pretty fast. I think he can get rid of the ball quicker, and I think that we can do a better job as a whole unit of protecting the quarterback.
Was it more against Oregon that was an issue than it was against Arkansas State?
Yeah.
Would you say it was both?
There were some issues in both games, but I think that we had our moments in this one too. I think I said that after week one. I think we took a few hits in that first game, and so we've got to get that solved. We got to keep him upright and healthy, and do a better job as a unit that way.
So when you look at some of the interceptions that you had after you've seen the film now, same thing. Some of those were a result of that maybe lack of coverage and.
I thought he misread one. He had a tip ball in the beginning of the game that probably should have been caught. He got hit on the last one. He was a little early on the one with Stan, and it wasn't timed very well. I don't think we came out of the route as good as we probably should have, and I think he was a little early and threw a little wide. And so there was kind of a bunch of stuff. But you get a tip ball in the air, and bad things are going to happen. He probably could have put it a little bit wider. Just all kinds of stuff went on all four of them, and obviously that's too many to win the game.
In that last one, was he looking to the deep guy, or you had a guy kind of?
Yeah, we had a guy underneath him, and he got hit through the one-on-one to Stan.
He was looking at the one-on-one.
Yeah.
So how do you build that confidence back up for him?
I think just helping to create the completions, whether it's just a quick one for some rhythm. I think he did a nice job of really working the one-on-one matchups. I think until the late one that he was throwing to Hop that got undercut, I think that was the one he kind of misread a little bit, because he has the one-on-one outside. I think for the most part he's been pretty good with that, and I think he was just a little off. I think he was trying to force it down the middle, and he could have just taken it to the sideline and been much safer and had an open receiver. So I think it's important for him to find the one-on-one matchups, and then I got to help him with creating the completions and some easy throws and some quick hitters and just stuff to get into a rhythm.
Are you concerned about his confidence?
No. I think he had a tough game. I think he was hard on himself about it, which is a good sign for him and our team. But I think he'll bounce back and play great.
Was he still pretty? Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, was he still pretty coachable on Saturday? You talked
Oh,
to him
yeah,
before
yeah.
about going back and forth on phone.
Yeah, he's great. He is. He's an excellent communicator that way. Really kept his poise. He had the first play as a bad way to start, and then I thought he came back and made some throws. I don't have any problem with him. He's a great competitor. Really, got extra work again today, like he does every week. I mean, all of it is exactly what you're looking for in the position.
On the touchdown pass on that quarter blitz, how much of that was Tanner recognizing that experience versus like build set?
Well, they blew the coverage, but he knew to go to the one-on-one. I mean, it was a pressure look. They had one of them had to come and one of them had to cover, and they both came. So I think he definitely recognized the alert and knew that he was going there. It was one of those ones where he knew exactly how quickly he needed to get it to him. It was so open, you almost missed the throw. So, but it was a good read by both of them. Stan obviously saw it right in front of him, and Tanner did a nice job of he had to buy a little time just to be able to let the back get underneath him and then get it out quick, and it was an easy touchdown.
It's really banged up this week. What are you looking for out of those guys trying to maybe step up the trade?
Yeah, I think that group has to continue. It's been a good group, and we've leaned on Trey in the last two games, and but that group, the next guy that comes in there, we're going to expect the same hard running and solid protection and catches out of the backfield. So we've got Mikhail taking extra work, and we've got Jalen and Divine in that group, and I don't anticipate a big drop off if we can't play with Trey, and hopefully we'll get Trey back and healthy and ready to go.
Hey, what kind of impact can Jalen Barnett have? Obviously, he's getting thrown in the mix of running back now. How do you see him working into this offense?
He's got some real talent. I think he's just continuing to learn, really every practice. It's, from the beginning of fall camp, I think he's really shown some bright spots in running the ball, and I think he's a talented natural runner that way and a receiver. He's continuing to learn protections and just which way to go in each play. But I'm excited about him, and I think he's going to have a bright future.
Any preliminary thoughts about Northern Illinois defense?
I think they're like Arkansas State in the sense that they are not as big as some of the defenses we'll face, but they can run and hit. They're really aggressive. They run to the ball very well. Their linebacking core is strong. They've got an excellent D-end in 15, like Arkansas State had. Really a great pass rusher, really active, stands up on the edge, and he's disruptive to the tight ends and the tackles. So he'll be a key guy. But they play hard. They're well coached. They're going to be a good defense and a different look, 4-3 look. Not as much 3-4 stuff. A little bit of the odd fronts, but mostly a 4-3 team. And they'll be with their speed and quickness. It'll be important for us to cover them up and get the plays started.
Thanks with the way you guys have blocked the run so
Yeah.
far in the first game.
Yeah, I think our run average was good in the first game and really good in the last game. I think we got out of our plan a little bit with how the game went, but you look at some of the run averages that we had in some of our concepts, and it was really good. It's encouraging. If we could keep that going, we're still a little inconsistent. We have a great run and then a bad one. We've got to keep getting those 3 and 4 yard gains to keep increasing as the game goes on. But we did spring some big ones. We had some explosive runs, which is encouraging.
Have you this year are you able to have a wider variety of things that you feel like you guys can do well?
Yeah, but at the same time, I think we want to be able to repeat things that we're good at and not get spread too thin. You know, be able to get back to something that has worked and that we've liked. So I think we have a pretty good variety though, and I think that you know, Trey has been really a bright spot in our run game.
This morning, Coach talked about, you know, the guys just being hungry, getting back to practice today. Did you sense that out of them today?
Yeah, I thought we were very good. I thought, you know, we kind of get through the game and grade it and watch it with them and take a break, and then we just try to come back and start new, win or lose. And I think that's a good way to treat it. And I think our guys did that today. I thought they came back with energy and effort, and they ran around well, embraced kind of a new plan, a new team, and got right back to work. So it was encouraging that way.
That inconsistency that you guys have talked about, do you think that's a product of just a young team trying to grow up and figure things out, or is there something else that you see causing that?
Yeah, you know, we do some things really well. We have even last game we do 2 touchdown drives in a row. You know, kind of in the second quarter and then in the third quarter, and then in between those touchdown drives, we're 3 and out, we're interception. You know, we've talked a lot about it going into this last game, and it kind of cropped up on us again. When we're good, we're really good, and then we have our moments. We'll have a false start, or we have a busted assignment, or something goes bad, and it kind of snowballs until we come out of the free fall. We're just really up and down, and so I think having an even keel and kind of grinding through some of the bad plays, and we've got to stay on the field. You know, the third down was such a critical statistic for us in our last game. We were really bad on you know, we're 2 of 14 on third down, but we were able to hit enough big plays in there to have some touchdown drives. So if we can stay on the field and sustain those drives and score, we'll be in great shape.